Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
that good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, Tyson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Second and 10.
Now a second and 10.
46-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine it.
It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's McCarthy. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Makes the score Vikings 7.
After right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bill Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
They run over center with Benson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down at 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22
That was a beautifully
yards.
executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
11-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. A give up the middle with Benson. And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Harrison. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
The Vikings
and 10.
at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
It's a gain of a
7-7, our score after 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run on first down. Tyson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Here we go, set. 60.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
And that's a
line.
great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look at it, repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Chris Paul Jr., the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
yards.
Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
47-yard line.
On 1st down, Tyson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And the Vikings.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10.
A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Dart. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
There'll be fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
To the air with McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Tyson. They'll get a nice chunk there in the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
19,
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
He was tackled
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up
they just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Here's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Tyson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
What do y'all do?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a gain of 16
that
yards.
One goes for 16 yards. It sets him up
Vikings
1st and goal.
First down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Put some points on the scoreboard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Dragon 60.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown, Ty Fayton from 10 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Cardinals 14. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5.
Dart going to look to throw here. Biggest target is Trey McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
64-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And
ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. At the 60. At the 60. Go.
A handoff here to Benson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Looking for a slot now, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Benson. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw, Dart. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Garcia. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run here with Benson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Another run here with Benson. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An 8-yard pickup and a Cardinal first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Dart. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A give. Here comes Benson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be run down short of the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined routes.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he whips that one incomplete there.
McCarthy's pass.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good kick there with 15 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence and they're going to put more points up on the board.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. Look at the big fella go. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
A big play there. 50 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by two more.
Cardinals 31, Vikings 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A 6-yard
If you're the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
At the 48-yard
Not too many
line.
teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A give left side for Benson. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Throwing his dart.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's McCarthy.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On play action, McCarthy.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
53 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Dart. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing his dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 19 yards.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Arizona.
To the air, dart. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
5 yards.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw now, dart. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 39 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, dart. And they're going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man, that's Felton. And he's brought down, but now before they get it across the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the
now
play.
an audible here into something else.
Vikings, first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. First by him near the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To the air with McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
Partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, well, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Dart. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
19 tight. Here we go.
Now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that went dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Tyson. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
40-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
Nice solid game there, partner. The clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Will Johnson. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Here's 1st down. On the give, it's Benson. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's Dart.
Second and 3.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
It's second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches. To throw, Dart.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Couple of extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really how many places to throw the football they've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw is Dart. He's got McBride. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Dart looking to throw again. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16
yards.
yards.
A tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And a Cardinal first down.
Here's first and 10.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
No timeouts left. Of course, the defense knows that too. Here's first and 10.
Now a first carry from the fullback.
The ball carried by the fullback. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. So an all rest now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. And that is no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Cardinals win it.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And
Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth.